This is Sound Off 60.
I want to make sure that the best team is the champion.
Yeah.
I want to play,
And that's key.
if that tournament comes up with this is the best team, I'm for that.
Southwest Louisiana's premier sports talk television show.
With me, without me. All
That
right.
might be the dumbest argument we've ever had.
You
I like
are
the way he
most
does that.
idiotic imbecile if you thought that argument did not have merit. Look, did not.
All right,
McCarron.
So you're talking about my LSU quarterback?
Yeah.
What you put
With me, without me.
Sound Off 60 is presented by Tarver Ford in Sulphur. Give us a chance to earn your business. And by Jack Daniel's Bar and Grill at LaBerge Casino Resort. Here are the boys, Rick, Scooter, and Kevin.
You're fortunate you're not a Green Bay Packer fan this week, this month, or the rest of the year. It
So
is
true.
one for the record books, guys. The
Not
Packers
like-
and Seahawks and how
Can it-
this game transpired.
Not like-
One for the books.
Not like being a Colt fans any day at the beach.
No, it isn't.
It's got
But
to be
when you're this close.
It's got to be a deflating feeling to be a Colts fan.
But you know what, Scooter?
Yeah, but they didn't have.
Say they
but
but
didn't
the
have.
Scooter, with the young quarterback and with the team as young as it is, you got to a division game? Come on now.
Conference
That's pretty good,
champ-
Scooter.
they went
That's
further.
pretty good.
They went further
That's pretty
than
I
good.
they
kind
did.
of saw that one coming.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
45-7.
I
I
and I don't think a lot of people thought Green Bay had much of a chance going in.
Nobody.
I did.
But I
think they
did.
had a chance
Oh, no, but I
going
did.
in.
And you know that I did.
No
Rick.
one in the football universe could have scripted or predicted all the plays that happened in this game
No
from
way.
mid-third
I mean,
quarter
it
or
was-
even the last 5 minutes on.
Well, really, from
No
the
one.
start of the game.
From the
Start
start
of the game.
From the start of the
Go
game.
back.
How
that
many
far.
No doubt.
bounces went the Packers' way
Yeah.
at the start of the game? How many bounces at the end
I
of the
agree.
game went the Seahawks' way?
When you,
It's unbelievable. It really is.
but when you look at a game
Beyond
like this,
comprehension.
and I'm trying to think, Rick, when you look at it and you look at the clock and you're saying to yourself, we just need another possession. We just need another possession. And this is done.
I do this a lot to you guys.
And
Does it come down to the botched onside kick, catch, no catch in Seattle?
it gave them life. It gave them life.
Green Bay
It gave them
has
life.
it there. It's a perfect setup. The ball is going to go to
Yes.
Jordy Nelson. He's a sure-handed guy.
Yeah.
They run the clock out. They
Yeah.
go to the Super Bowl, right? Pretty
I
much.
don't
Pretty
wanna
much
make
thinking.
him the GOAT, though. I mean,
Scooter,
outside kicks are
Scooter.
rolls of the dice.
Scooter.
but-
Like the
but-
pass interference of a couple of weeks ago. Look
But Rick-
at the tape.
but Rick-
It was set up perfect. The man's
It was.
job was to block the one Seahawk that had a chance.
That's
That
all
was
he
his
had to
job.
do.
He didn't block him, and he goes,
He goes up for the ball.
and he
That's
missed the
easy
ball.
to say.
No, it's black and
He goes
white.
up for the ball.
Sometimes
The coaches
instinct
is black
takes
and
over.
white. No.
Sometimes instinct takes over.
According to
The
reports,
ball was kicked right at him.
that's still not his job.
You know, I know what
reports
Scooter's
said
saying.
it's like in a basketball timeout.
He was the
Don't
blocker.
foul, Don't call
Grab
time.
it, too.
He was
The report was
I
the
would've grabbed
special
it too,
teams
Scooter.
coach said.
No, it's true,
everybody
Rick.
has their assignment. Blah blah blah. You block, you catch.
He was supposed
it
to
was
block.
set up
When you
perfect.
squib one of those on, you don't
But
know
it
where
was
the
a perfect
ball's
kick.
going.
You don't know where it's going.
Okay, I don't want to label the guy a GOAT because can you imagine how he's feeling?
Oh, you can look at his expression on the bench as to how he felt.
I mean, you've
I
heard
mean,
him
that was
say it.
it.
He let the team down.
You know a play that's getting overlooked?
What?
What is it, about 5 minutes left?
Oh yeah.
The interception?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he
Yeah.
takes a knee?
He takes a knee. Why would he do that?
I mean, he might still be running. Probably wouldn't have scored,
just-
but I mean,
no.
he would have
10,
certainly
15,
got
20
a
yards.
I think he was afraid of maybe getting the ball stripped or whatever.
Could be.
That's what I was thinking.
Obvious.
Yeah, that's what I was
I mean,
thinking.
what
You know.
was that?
So
You
I mean,
go like this.
yeah,
Well,
yeah.
yeah,
You hold on to
I
it.
remember, and it's a pet peeve of mine. The end of the Alabama-Ohio State game, Hail Mary was intercepted.
Yeah.
Ohio State intercepted in the
Yeah.
end zone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the fool runs it out 30, 40 yards.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a 1 in a million shot, but how big a goat does he look if, somebody blindsides him and the ball's rolling around all of a sudden? But he obviously miscalculated, thinking his interception sealed the game.
Yeah.
Pretty
and it
much.
could've-
And I think he had a mind snap for a minute there. But Rick, can you go back and look? And you won't give me credit when I say that. is Aaron Rodgers a hell of a quarterback?
He is.
No, seriously. Now, come on.
Yo.
I've been saying this for weeks, guys, but you could have been like, well, he's okay. He's okay.
A lot of
Aaron
turnovers.
Rodgers is a
Both
hell
of
of
them.
a quarterback, man.
5 minutes into the game.
Okay.
Okay, maybe it was him then.
No, he's a great quarterback.
Put
He's a great
words in my
quarterback.
mouth.
I won't do that.
But I just said he wasn't going to win this game. And he had the game.
He had the
basically
game
won the game.
Make no mistake. He had the game won. You can't put that on him. I think he had the game won.
No.
But
Now.
it's got to be deflating when you look at Green Bay and to know they didn't have all the bells and whistles. And I keep saying that, guys. When you look at a team such as Seattle, they've got all the bells and whistles. Be honest. Be honest. They do.
They got a few. Green
No, come on
Bay's
now.
got a lot of skill.
They got more than what Green Bay
Go
has.
ahead and make your point.
But my point is, Rick, that's got to be deflating for that team to know that they had a team beaten.
16-0 at half.
With 2 minutes left.
7.
With 2 minutes left.
4 minutes
you
to
keep
play?
bringing this.
What?
I'll tell you where they might have lost the game. You said 16-0 at half?
Yeah.
I mean, it should have been 30.
It should have
Yeah.
been at least 24.
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah.
I know. And that goes to coaching.
Easy.
Now, we got a lot to talk about this game because it's so
you want
intriguing.
a second guess? And
Do
it's
you?
easy to sit here.
Of course it is.
First time, okay, kick the field goal.
Yeah.
When they're right down there
Well,
again.
They're this
Yeah.
close, though.
Yeah.
They're this close.
But the second time, to me, to have had everything work like that, and now all of a sudden you make it best case scenario, you're still one touchdown from being behind.
Right.
Yeah.
Everything you've had right, and only be 6-0. To me,
Right.
that had to. Now it ended up being 16, so
Yeah.
it got worse. But particularly those possessions
I agree.
where the second one I think I'd have had to go for.
All right, so you go for the second. You don't go for the one that's a little closer.
Well, I wouldn't have, if he went,
Yeah.
I might have gone for the first
Well-
one, but I understand. You want to get the first point.
You want to
wanna
get
get the first
you
one.
want to get on the board.
but know who you're playing and where
Yeah.
you're playing. It's
Exactly.
Seattle.
Yeah, exactly. But
How many opportunities you're going to
You
get
know,
to have on the
I
half yard line?
I was surprised that the crowd didn't really play a factor for Green Bay. Maybe but that one time they got down in the end zone, the north end zone, that it made them. I mean,
Seattle had more false starts. It
well, I
seemed
know.
like. I mean,
That's what
penalty
I'm
after
saying.
penalty. I'm thinking,
So-
guys, you're
so
at
I'm
home.
saying,
You know,
I'm saying-
what this game was going to be known
Because that's
for
their 12th
without
man.
the comeback was going to be one of the sloppiest NFC
Oh,
championship
it's
games in
unbelievable.
history.
Unbelievable.
Nobody will remember that now.
At least
But
6
all the
interceptions.
penalties,
At least 6.
yeah, but
Fumbles.
The penalties. I mean, the interceptions are football plays.
6,
Yeah,
7.
Look,
Russell Wilson and Aaron Rodgers.
I
Come
know,
on,
I know,
they do
I
not
know.
turn the ball
No.
over.
But all the
Not that
penalties.
much.
And this wasn't, my bitch with NFL rules and stuff. No, this was basic stuff.
Yeah.
Jumping
Basic,
off sides.
but it added so much more to it. It's
Rick?
like you look up, we're 6 minutes into the game and we've got 5 turnovers and
It's
it's
crazy.
6-0 and the
crazy.
ups and the downs and the web and the okay.
I can't.
Kevin, you played the game.
That's
Put your coaching hat on. When do you go for the touchdown? Early, or as Hobbs wanted the second time, you're right there at the throat. Right there at the
I
throat.
would have understood going
To
for
me-
the first one.
I mean, I can see going early because your chances are still there. You can work with that one, but going later, it's just like it's getting too close.
They're this close. Eddie
It's getting too
Lacy
close. Yeah.
is running
And
like
it is
a
a big
wild
boy.
man.
And it is a big boy.
I think that's a coaching blunder. And for Mike McCarthy to kind of, and now look, I understand the whole
No,
thing.
Mike,
For
you
him
gotta
to
give it
say,
to him.
I have no regrets. I'm
No,
going to,
no.
this was the play.
Well, I
You
mean,
know, you don't want to put that on
I
the
don't know.
record because if you put it on the record like that,
Yeah.
the media is going to harp and crow at it and harp on it.
he's going to harp and crow on it anyway.
Regardless.
Doesn't matter
True,
if you
but
put
they would have done it worse if you
Regardless.
said, look, I
But-
regret the call.
but-
And it's like, why
but-
didn't you go for it? Why didn't you go for it?
But the thing is,
Simple answer
even
for a coach there is, well, yeah, in retrospect, yes.
Yeah, it's a gut
Yeah.
check. It's a gut
Yeah.
check, a
I
gut
tell you,
check call.
the other play, and I don't know, I mean, the luckiest play of the whole game, to me, was Seattle completing the 2-point play.
Unbelievable.
he just threw it up. He just
Oh,
threw
he
it
just
up.
threw it up.
They
just
did
threw it up. Come on.
everything
He just
right
threw it
on
up,
that
Rick.
play. I don't know what
But-
else you do.
But the corner
defensively. He
didn't even
throws
react.
up-
The corner didn't even react. He could have. He
Why
didn't even
didn't
react.
he?
I
He
don't
had
know
two
why.
picks in the
He had
game.
2 picks.
Ha ha Dix.
Ha Dix had 2 picks, man.
Ha ha Dix.
And he's one of your best corners in the
Well, I thought
league.
he did react.
He
didn't.
didn't.
He
Scooter.
didn't react, Scooter.
You got to check
He
the
fell.
tape. He didn't play
He
the
fell
ball.
down like
he played the
didn't-
man.
He could have knocked the ball down. Just knocked
He didn't
it down.
even go for anything. He barely,
don't know
he
what he
barely
was
hit
thinking.
the
Green
in the
Bay
tight
still
end
wins.
6-6. The tight end says all he has to do is lean forward and he's in.
Unbelievable, man.
It's just play after play. We got to cover some of these plays because guys,
Green Bay's still up if they can do that.
It is a classic. It's going in the Bible of the NFL.
If they knock that down, Green Bay wins.
When it's got unbelievable comebacks or ending of games, this one falls under there.
That is one.
This one falls under there. Well, we got to catch our breath. We're going to take our first time out.
Still
of the
not
night.
enough time.
We're coming back to Jack Daniels here at LaBerge Casino. We got the NFC Conference Championship, the AFC Conference Championship. We didn't even say it. The Super Bowl is set.
Yes,
49 in the desert.
Yeah.
It's the Seahawks versus the Patriots and Tom Terrific. What a game he had.
Tom's my boy, man.
Come back to JD. Stay right there.
Sound Off 60 is brought to you by Tarver Ford in Sulphur. Give us a chance to earn your business. And by Jack Daniels Bar and Grill at LaBerge Casino Resort.
Miller invented light beer, the original 96-calorie Pilsner, and that changed everything. This led to fewer guys with beer bellies, which led to more women attracted to those guys, which led to dates, second dates, wedding bells, and honeymoons, which led to hubba boom, which led to you. Miller Lite, we invented light beer, and you're welcome.
Hi, we're the Tarvers for Lake Charles Toyota. We just finished a fantastic year in 2014, and we're so excited about everything that's going on around us, but we're not going to take your business for granted. We're going to start out 2015 with a bang.
Falling gas prices and a booming economy in our area are making your dollar go further than ever before. And with special offers like a $199 a month Camry lease or 0% financing on 11 models, a new Toyota could be part of your future and much more affordably than you might think.
So come see us today at Lake Charles Toyota, Highway 14, south of I-210, where we know you by your name.
Dr. Casio is my choice.
Dr. Casio is my choice.
Dr. Brett Casio is fellowship trained and board certified in both orthopedics and sports medicine. He has the tools, techniques, and experience to get athletes back on the field of play. Call 337-494-4900.
Dr. Brent Casio is the official sports medicine physician of Sound Off 60.
What is it about Luxair cooling products that deliver the comfort you've been wishing for? Is it their energy-saving performance? Those super cozy moments with loved ones? Or perhaps it's that great feeling you get in helping those wishing for a little comfort of their own. For over a decade, we've been helping deliver hope, strength, and joy to Make-A-Wish children and families at a time when they need it most. Find out how Luxair home comfort products will make you feel really good this season. Luxair, the comfort you've been wishing for.
It's a damn good headline in the American press on the Monday edition. You nailed it, Hobbs. You guys nailed it. Packers cursed, meaning
that's
the wide receiver Javon Curse, who caught the game-winning touchdown.
I did not write that headline.
Excellent.
It was.
Excellent. Give it the credit. Give it the credit. I like that. I like
Some people get mad about headlines on my columns. I have to say, the guy that wrote the column didn't always write the headline.
Yeah.
So don't get mad about the headline.
So wait a minute.
I'm not going to take credit for that one.
So the columns that you write, you don't write the.
No,
what do you
sometimes I'll make a suggestion, but no, we have other people that do that.
Well, good for you, Hobbs. Passing along the credit. Good for you.
Part of the editing process.
I just thought
you, Hobbs.
Sometimes I'll make a suggestion. I won't say I've never
It's your
written
column. It's your column.
Yeah,
call it what you want to call it.
All right, well,
my thing, Rick.
Anyway, great headline. Great. The playoff of words. Javon Curse, of course, caught the game-winning touchdown for Seattle in overtime.
This
and
is
the Packers
what gets me, Rick.
were cursed. They were cursed.
And you know what, Rick? When you get, the ball in overtime, pretty much, you've got to look at it as the flip of the coin. Basically,
And they won the flip.
Yeah.
Everything went.
Everything,
Seattle's
Rick.
way. They won
Everything,
the flip
Rick.
of the coin.
And the defense, I don't know why they went to man coverage with no safety in the middle of the field. Now, you know that if you play for the touchdown, you win the ball game. Now, I'm going to have a safety net somewhere just in case. Just in case. They went all out. They went all out blitz. They went all out blitz.
It's the way it is now, I guess. I hadn't really thought about this, but if you're in that situation, it's almost like the college game where if you get out of it with a field goal, you feel like you won.
Yeah, yeah.
Or, a win for that.
Because the other team has to at least get that.
Anyway.
Yeah.
We came out of the first segment talking about some key plays.
Yeah.
Special teams, we already mentioned the onside kick by Seattle. Great kick. Great
kick.
execution
Great
by
kick.
the Seahawks. They had a man in place
Great
who
kick.
recovered it. Poor execution by Green Bay.
Yeah.
Brandon Bostic, okay, not a GOAT, but just a brain fart of a play.
was.
He knew what his job was. He admitted what his job was, and he didn't do his job, and it cost him the Super Bowl.
It did.
It cost the Packers
That's a hell of
the
a thing
Super Bowl.
to have over your head, man.
You heard what Aaron Rodgers said. It will gnaw at him for the remainder of his career. That's how close and how difficult it is. But but the special team, the fake field goal by Seattle to score their first touchdown.
Yeah, that was good though.
With the
was
ending, that one's overlooked.
It was good though.
It's just another great call,
It was
another
good.
great execution, and to an eligible offensive lineman.
Yeah.
Where have we heard that one before?
Yeah.
Eligible, not eligible. The whole play on the rule book there. There's just play after play after
And
play.
Rick, nowadays, Rick, when you get to these type games, Rick, you all would have to have something there that somebody have never seen before, because the games are sometimes that close.
Yeah.
And it makes one play that can make a difference.
Yeah.
And if you don't have something in your playbook that's going to at least give you that edge or whatever, man, you better start looking for it. And believe me when I tell you this, Seattle never thought that they was probably going to use that fake field goal. But you know what? When they looked and saw it and said that it was there, why not?
Why not?
I'm sure
Why
every
not?
team has a fake field
Yeah, everybody's got it, but you don't know when you can use it though.
Ready to dial.
You don't know when you can use it.
Got to have the guts to make the call.
You do.
In a tight game
You do.
like that.
There's
You gotta
no doubt
have the
about
guts
that.
to make the call when
I
you're
don't
down.
know. At that point, I don't know. It took a lot of guts to make the call.
Nothing else was working right. I mean,
why not?
I know Russell Wilson was not sharp.
No, he wasn't
Nobody
at all.
was really making any plays. Marshawn Lynch, who is just
He's
they call him
unbelievable,
the
man.
beast. He is a beast 2.0. He was starting to catch a head of
Yeah,
steam.
he was.
in
They
the
held him.
second
They
half.
held him down for a while.
Yes,
Believe me,
they
the first,
did. He is.
the first
Can you
3 quarters held him
imagine?
down.
You always keep saying how big of a DB you were.
Man,
and
he's
how
grown.
you tackled
Marshawn
everybody
is a
under
grown
the sun.
man, bro. He's a grown man.
You could not tackle.
Oh no, he's a
Marshawn
grown
Lynch.
man, bro. Look, let me say
No
this.
one can
When
tackle.
you
No, no one can tackle this guy.
Thank you,
Not
Scooter. Thank you so
one-on-one.
much, Scooter. I'd have put
Kevin
something
used
on
to
him,
break
Rick.
him in half.
Tell him, Scooter. I
You
used to
kick
break
him
him
in
in
the
half.
groin, maybe, to slow him down or something.
But look,
he's a beast.
outside of Marshawn Lynch, let me tell you what impresses me. Guys, the throw that Wilson made to him, the catch. Guys, normal running backs don't make those catches. That's a receiver catch, honestly.
Is Russell Will?
That's a receiver catch.
It is a great, and he made a
You know,
great
early
play.
in the game, though, he drops them.
He did.
Yeah.
He
These
did.
guys just made plays.
They did.
They kept their head in the game, and they are players for the moment. You got to have players that can make a moment.
Defending champs, okay?
They are the defending champs.
Defending champs.
And
That's it.
And many of them are little known because of the draft and they're free agents or a collection of guys. But the confidence, and they play for the moment and they perform in the pressure of the moment. Is Russell Wilson now truly an elite quarterback in the league? His numbers don't bear out.
His numbers don't say it, though.
He doesn't have the Breeze or Brady-like numbers, but
he's to be going to 2 Super Bowls. And he's
back
on
to
the
back.
He made plays. He made plays.
He makes plays. He makes plays. He makes plays.
I don't
Dallas game. Dallas game. I came off the couch, guys. It was the most perfect pass.
Yeah.
There are a lot of perfect passes, but
Yeah.
I have seen maybe in a couple of years against Dallas to Javon Curse.
Yeah.
Overtime game on the. He does
But that was
it
his twice.
again.
That was, but the thing is,
He
it's
does
like,
it. I mean, it
That
was a perfect
then
throw.
Kevin's right.
Perfect throw.
It was kind of, retrospect, why didn't they have safety help?
Yeah, you know you're
Because
playing
the
for a
coverage
touchdown.
was pretty good.
It was.
Well, the coverage was there.
ahead.
It was there.
For no safety on
It
top.
took a perfect pass to score.
Yeah.
But the advantage came anytime you've got a man all-out blitz. You cannot let the receiver get you inside because that's an easy throw. and he got to his inside because the post corner could have been open also.
Wilson, he audibilized.
Yeah.
He came out of a run play and went to that because he recognized it.
What the defensive coaching were thinking to say, if they score, guys, game over.
Yeah.
So we need
to play 35, 38 yarder.
Yeah.
So they're close.
If you can just hold them to a field goal, like
that's
I said,
it, Scooter.
you feel like
that's it, Scooter. Like we got something. We got a chance now.
And
we get the ball at least.
And O's, and I'm not, salivating over Russell Wilson's play, but his passes several times.
It just
just so soft and it's just so perfect. He's done it 2 weeks in a row, but he does it after having the worst 3 quarters of his entire career.
I agree.
The worst.
I agree.
I mean, poor decisions, lousy throws, but his head is in the game, and he believed, and they came back and did it. And
I'm still thinking about that game,
the other segment, you talked about the 2-point conversion. I thought he was throwing the ball away. I thought he was throwing the ball away.
He wasn't, but let's be honest.
Oh, it was desperation.
Oh,
it's a prayer.
Oh, no, that's no doubt.
He had no place else to go.
What's the harm in throwing it?
Yeah.
Right.
I don't know if he knew anybody was over there.
I assume he thought Wilson was there. And then just
when he
falls
ended
in
up
their
going
lap.
get it,
Ha-ha Dix doesn't make a play.
And he was making plays all day.
22-19. It's a minute and 40, and Rodgers trots in, and he's got time. And what does he do? He gets them down for the field goal.
Yeah.
And I'm sitting there, guys, on the couch, feeling for Green Bay.
I
was going for Seattle. I thought Green Bay had some. I think Green Bay had some cheap shots in there. Clay Matthews had some cheap shots, and I'm thinking. But once it got to that point, I'm thinking.
Clay didn't have any cheap shots. Clay's a clean guy.
Let it go to overtime.
Look,
this is too tragic.
But look, you have to give Green Bay a little bit of credit too now to go down and get the field goal.
Oh, yeah.
The game could have been over now, guys. Okay.
Oh yeah.
You went down and got a field goal to tie this game up, man.
Against that defense.
Should have won it without that.
Well, Scooter, you're right. You're right, Scooter. I'm still shaking my head on that one. I am.
This is why the NFL is the NFL and the college game is the college game.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
NFL?
Yeah.
College game.
Yeah.
NFL?
Yeah.
It's because look, I'm not denigrating the college game, but you and I are on different sides of the fence.
Yeah.
It's the pro guys
make the
in
plays.
the moment,
the plays
that they make.
The plays that they make.
Sometimes it's a different level of the game. And
game.
Well, it is a different game. And the college guys, they make great plays. But
I do too.
I know you do. But in the NFL,
I'm thinking the Green Bay Seattle game, just the different way they're viewed. The coaches would have been getting ripped up, down, and sideways for every little decision that was made. In the NFL, you don't see that as much.
Yeah.
They dumbass Les Miles.
Right.
You know?
Right.
Why did he tell that guy to take a knee?
Right.
Yeah.
What do you think that is?
The interception.
What do you think that is? The passion of the SEC, the passion
I don't know.
of college?
I do not go. I guess because the players
Yeah.
come in and out. The coaches are kind of constant, where the players are more the star.
Right.
Yeah.
Maybe the NFL coaches don't make a whole lot of
That's true,
boneheaded
too.
calls. I don't know.
That's
Compared
true, too,
compared to some in the college game. I said earlier, this is one for the record books.
There's no doubt about it.
I came away exhausted from this game. Exhausted.
Just looking at it made you tired.
Up against the clock again. When we come back, we'll talk about the other side of the Super Bowl. It's the New England Patriots.
Yes.
Tom Brady is going for number 4. How long has it been? 10 years.
It's been that long,
since
really?
New England has won a Super Bowl.
Has it really been 10 years?
We'll talk about the blowout and the Pats and the Colts when we come back. Stay right here.
Sound Off 60 is presented by Jack Daniel's Bar and Grill at L'Auberge Casino Resort and by Tarver Ford, Douglas Parkway in Sulphur.
Get your free American Press app today. It's all at your fingertips. News, sports, advertising, entertainment, and video delivered through your Apple or Android mobile device. Capture the informative power of the American Press, Southwest Louisiana's premier source for news and advertising. Get your American Press app today. Download it for free through your iTunes or App Store. You'll love the look and feel of our newest digital offering. The app flawlessly delivers the local news most important to you in a new, striking layout. Get your American Press app today.
Hi, we're the Tarvers for Lake Charles Toyota. We just finished a fantastic year in 2014, and we're so excited about everything that's going on around us, but we're not going to take your business for granted. We're going to start out 2015 with a bang.
Falling gas prices and a booming economy in our area are making your dollar go further than ever before. And with special offers like a $199 a month Camry lease or 0% financing on 11 models, a new Toyota could be part of your future and much more affordably than you might think.
So come see us today at Lake Charles Toyota, Highway 14, south of I-210, where we know you by your name.
We know it takes 21 days to brew a beer with the perfect balance of lightness and taste, because that's how long it takes to brew our beer. It's Miller time.
Choosing your doctors and healthcare professionals is an important and personal decision, and one that you should feel totally comfortable with. Hello, I'm Dr. Trisa Guidry, and I'd like to welcome you to our clinic, where your health and well-being is our top priority. I'm a board-certified OBGYN and a graduate of LSU. My dedicated staff and I would like to invite you to call for a consultation and appointment. You will experience the trust, comfort, and medical treatments you deserve. We are Dr. Trisa Guidry.
Welcome back to Jack Daniels at L'Auberge Casino. We talk about the word legendary and how it applies to L'Auberge Casino. It applies in many ways. Gaming is legendary. Food is legendary. Entertainment here at Jack Daniels and the concerts are legendary. Go on their Facebook page or on the website, because big shows are coming, and you can have legendary good times here at L'Auberge Casino. All right, the other side of the Super Bowl equation. Glendale, Arizona, out in the desert, Super Bowl 49, the return of the New England Patriots. I don't remember the years, guys, but since they went on that dynasty-type run back in the early 2000s, they won 3 and 4 years. They lost 2. I know they lost to did they lose 2 to the New York Giants? Or 1?
Yeah, one or 2. I thought it was
they lost both to the Giants?
Both of the Giants wins.
I thought it was
without 2 miracle Eli passes.
Was that it?
They've got 2.
Okay.
They've got 2 more.
So it's been 10 years since Brady and Belichick have won.
It's been 10
it's their
years,
time again. Guys, at this juncture, I don't know who's going to win this game. This one could be a one.
If you look at the team that's playing the best
we
right
have
now,
2 weeks, but
I can tell you.
Just a minute.
Go ahead.
Let me just lay it all out on the table.
Go ahead.
Clear the table.
Go
Lay
ahead.
it out.
Let's do it.
Need some room.
Come on.
I think you're going to disagree with me.
More than likely,
Are you
Hobbs.
as underwhelmed about this matchup as I am?
Yeah.
Oh, everybody is.
Underwhelmed.
The Super Bowl?
Everybody.
Yes.
Are you crazy? Are you absolutely nuts?
Tell me what makes you feel that way, Scooter.
How could be a great game? Probably will be. But
I thought you were going to say the Colts and
I don't
Pats.
think America likes either team.
I disagree.
I disagree wholeheartedly.
I disagree.
But go ahead.
I disagree.
I mean, what's
Go
it
ahead.
like?
I
How
disagree.
can you not like Tom Brady?
I disagree.
Okay? He's lived the charm life.
Too perfect.
He is very perfect.
He's
But I don't have a problem with perfection.
I mean, come on
I
now.
strive for
Look at
Tom Brady.
Great supermodels. That's
I know.
why I
Come
don't
on now.
like it.
I know that, but
Come
I
on,
strive
Come
to
on,
live a
dude.
life like
Yeah.
Tom Brady. Are you serious? Are you serious?
I
You're
don't know.
underwhelmed.
But I don't see the storylines there.
But see, this is the thing.
Young Lion,
The storyline.
old Lion, old Dynasty, new Dynasty.
No, this is the thing.
Defense versus Brady's offense.
Okay, fine.
I can go on and on and on. Can Blunt outdo Lynch?
I don't know. For some reason, those Packer helmets and the Colts helmets going against each other just seem right.
I'm not feeling that one.
maybe
Okay.
a
Oh, you are so off
Let
the
me
wall.
just say this
I know,
for the
it
record.
is.
So off
It
the
was
wall.
kinda
You're
off the wall.
so
Let me
helmets,
list.
colors.
Let me just say this
old
for the
NFL.
record.
Who gives a flying?
My
I
thing
agree
is,
with you. I mean, what I'm saying is stupid. But
You said
it's
it, not
still in
me.
the back of my mind.
Okay.
but the storyline I think is a team that very seldom it happens, guys, to where a team can go back to back and defend the championship because everybody wants to see them lose, pretty much. Okay, be honest.
Well-
because they're trying to accomplish something very few teams
Riches
ever
galore.
get the opportunity to do.
Riches galore.
Okay,
They've won
exactly.
it already.
So,
Get brave.
so my thing is, when you look at this, Scooter, Tom Brady, I mean, you right now, this guy is
38 years
When you
old.
look at a quarterback, I mean, he's going to show you how it should be done.
Let's forget
38.
Brady.
Go ahead.
How can you?
You're not going to say something as ridiculous
Watch
as
it.
you just said,
Watch.
are you?
Maybe.
Okay.
How can you get the warm fuzzies thinking about Bill Belichick winning another Super Bowl?
You're taking shots now, Scooter. Come on now. Come on now.
Guys,
you know,
the guy's
people,
a great coach.
people-
I'm not going to
Not
call him
arguing
genius.
that.
I'm not
But
calling
look,
him
I'm
genius.
not
but look,
arguing that.
This is the thing.
But is he really the kind of guy you say, God, I hope he gets that?
This is the thing. What?
Not so much Belichick,
why, why does
Brady
people,
and the
And
players.
what about the deflated football?
Oh, that's a story about nothing.
look?
in my opinion. That's a
What
story.
what is the
You know
deal?
what, let's talk. Maybe you can explain this. You know what it reminds me of?
Here he goes.
Watch
No,
this.
Here he
Watch
goes
this.
on a tangent.
There there are rumors that the NFL's investigating.
Yeah.
The Patriots deflated the balls, just a hair, but it makes
just a little bit,
big
just a
difference.
little bit.
Apparently catching the ball, especially in bad weather.
Their balls.
Yeah,
Their
exactly.
balls.
Exactly.
Their balls.
You know what it sounds like to me? It almost sounds like these deals you hear in NASCAR.
Yeah.
When they,
Yeah.
you know,
You put a little more horsepower.
the old,
Yeah.
if you ain't cheating, you
Yeah.
ain't trying.
Yeah.
You know?
Lord.
But it really
How can
does.
you bring up a reference to NASCAR?
I mean, seriously, deflating the footballs?
That's pretty.
I think, you know what I think? I think you're writing this weirdo offbeat column in your head right now. It's coming. It's coming.
But it really, doesn't that sound like the stuff, like when they will report what this, and I don't follow NASCAR,
Yeah.
maybe people that do.
Yeah, I know what you're
But
saying.
when they
Yeah.
bring up this chintzy stuff,
They
what
have
do
to-
you say?
It makes a
That
difference in
matters?
auto racing.
Yeah.
Oh,
it
yeah,
does.
well, of course
Yeah.
it does.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it does. It
Yeah.
does.
And I mean, they have to watch those guys like
The
a
weight.
because they know they're trying to cheat.
You know
well,
this.
Belichick should be a NASCAR crew chief.
Wait a minute. You know
They're
this.
always
If you're not
doing
cheating,
this
you're not
stupid
trying.
stuff.
I don't know
Look.
about the college game, but the pro game, each team brings an
Their own
allotment
balls.
of balls.
Their own balls,
That's what I
yeah.
And
mean.
they
Like
play with
somebody-
those
I
balls.
knew that.
Yeah.
Somebody was asking me
You do.
today, well, what difference does it matter if they inflated the balls? They're both catching the same balls. I said, no. But and I know that the referees check each one before.
But they don't know
the
how
game,
to
but
check
then they're
that.
on
How
the
can you
side-
check that?
Well, they do, I guess. But
I mean-
but when they're on the sideline during the whole game,
Yeah, once you check them,
somebody
that's what I'm
does.
saying, Scooter.
Well, how would you deflate?
How do you check
It's
that?
easy. You stick a needle.
Yeah.
in it.
Yeah.
How do you check that?
Same
Jeez.
way you inflate it. Just
You
let
know?
a little out.
How
Same
do you
way
check
like with a
that?
tire.
You gotta let me get back to the X's and O's.
No.
The week before. No, I don't want to talk
This
about
is
the
a lot
inflated
more
foot.
fun
No, it
than talking
isn't.
about
It's
the
stupid.
X's and O's.
It's
Well, here's
stupid.
another segment.
Oh,
I don't think
you're
it's gonna-
talking about
I don't-
nothing.
I don't think
you're
it's really
talking about
What do you
nothing.
think? What do you think the NFL should do to them if they prove?
Nothing.
I do.
You
And-
serious, Scooter?
And I don't know. And I'm
But let me
saying-
say this.
I mean, they could have played with a walnut yesterday.
It was 45 to 7.
It was 45
Look,
to 7.
it wouldn't have mattered. It wouldn't have mattered.
And to me, that almost. I mean, really, were they that brazen that they're just looking for every edge, cheating like that, like NASCAR?
They can always just say, "Look, we didn't know." I don't know. I think it's
But
a
look,
non-story.
no,
somebody knew.
I think it's a
but wait.
non-story. I think it's a non-story.
Well,
I think it's a
it
non-story.
should be.
I think
You're going to
guys,
make it one locally.
I
at least
think
you
that
are.
is so hard to prove. Honestly, you can't prove that. You've got 50 balls. Who's keeping an eye on 50 balls?
Yeah.
You-
and then
you
and
can't.
don't they
They
use a
can't.
different one to kick.
Yeah,
There's a
yeah,
different ball.
different
Kickers
ball.
like
Yeah,
a certain
different
kind of ball.
Yeah. But
Well,
all right,
you know,
you
it
can't
wasn't
keep
it
an
New
eye on
England
that.
that got accused of overinflating their kicking ball one time?
I don't know. Where do you pull this stuff from?
Well, they got caught spying on teams.
Well, that's a different
we've
story.
got a pattern here.
It's not a pattern.
Scooter's trying hard, boy.
I'm trying to
Scooter's-
get you to
Scooter's
X's
trying
and
hard.
O's.
Scooter's
Here's
trying
the
hard.
thing that I saw with New England. The week before, 14 yards rushing. And then they just flipped the page,
Well,
man.
look,
It's Bob Seger turning the page.
So
it- look,
boring
it's-
compared to deflated football.
LeGarrette Blount goes for 146.
This
It's a
kid is
totally different
unbelievable,
offensive
man.
game plan. And he's the guy that slugged somebody in college. Remember that? He can't
Yeah.
stick with any team. He's back on New England for the
He's with the
second
good one
tour.
now.
And you know, this
He's
is
with
a
the good
great
one now.
matchup.
It is.
Marshawn, the beast of the West versus the beast of the East. LeGarrette Blount is a beast.
I bet you over there checking the ball.
Oh, Lord, we got to go to break. You've just wasted an
I know
entire
Whitney's
segment
got to be
talking
feeling
about
bad now.
air and football.
That is a beautiful story.
Oh, write the column. Write the column.
Unbelievable.
When we come back, we got to talk about LSU, the juniors going
Yes.
and staying, and he's going to talk more about Bill Belichick's balls when we come back.
And Bill's dress code, of all things.
We are worldwide, 365 and 24/7 at soundoff60.com. Sound Off 60 is presented by Jack Daniel's Bar and Grill at L'Auberge Casino Resort and by Tarver Ford Sulphur. Back after this break.
Gold. It's the color of quality, the color of taste, the color of a true Pilsner. Let your eyes drink it in. When you want a real light beer, it's Miller time.
Dr. Casio was my choice.
Dr. Casio is my choice.
Dr. Cassio is my choice.
Dr. Brett Cassio is fellowship trained and board certified in both orthopedics and sports medicine. He has the tools, techniques, and experience to get athletes back on the field of play. Call 337-494-4900.
Dr. Brent Cassio is the official sports medicine physician of Sound Off 60.
Dig in. Because after a few icy seconds, you'll discover the light beer brewed for 21 days. And that's time well spent. When you want a real light beer, it's Miller time.
All right, welcome back to Jack Daniels at LaBerge. I survived the commercial break. We're not talking about inflated balls anymore.
Just a lot of stuff going on,
balls.
man.
We're going to move on to real stuff.
Okay.
It's like Jerry Seinfeld. He wants to talk about nothing. He wants to make a whole
Bill
show
Belichick
about
is
nothing.
probably the most talked about. Look, another comment that they said about Bill. Just that the man coach just said, is he the worst dressed coach in the NFL?
Who cares?
That's my point.
You know,
who cares? Who cares?
I will say
he's the worst.
You would worry about
I would.
Yeah,
too.
you
I
would.
would. I would.
I will say that
There's
we
no
talked
doubt.
about this.
They say he's the worst.
Sweater vest action
In December. It was. Look, if I was a reporter in the New England area, we talked about it afterwards.
Bill
The
just doesn't
classic
care.
post-game,
He doesn't care.
Or it was a Monday press conference after a controversial loss or something. It had to be a loss. Every remark, every response was, "Yeah, we're getting ready for Cincinnati." I'm paraphrasing.
Yeah, that was after they lost to Kansas City.
Was that it?
I
We're
mean, got
preparing for
drilled by
Cincinnati.
Kansas.
We're preparing every response. It was hilarious after a while. How could he keep a straight face? But he did.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Bill's different. He's different.
I got to tell you about.
He's never going to win Miss Congeniality.
No, he's
not at all.
No, he's not. And
Hell of a
before,
coach, though.
before I talk about Jack Daniels, I remember, and this was a long time ago, but he obviously has changed. Because I remember when he was a DC with the New York Giants, I was at Super Bowl 25 in the bowels of Old Tampa Stadium, and they bring all the coordinators, and he was very open. Of course,
Really?
He just won. He was
Really?
different. He was, you know.
What you think
they
changed
just
him,
won
Rick?
the
Just-
Super Bowl.
just-
I don't know.
Well, he was auditioning for a head coaching job.
Good point. He's gone through some difficult times. Fired from Cleveland, and the whole falling out with Bill Parcells, and the New England job, and the Jets job, and so he's changed, good, bad, or whatever.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, way back in Super Bowl 25, he was very glib, very open.
He's a different coach,
they just
man.
won the Super Bowl. A great Super Bowl it was. I
He
got to
does
tell
it
you
his
about
way.
Jack Daniels. Remember, on Tuesdays, it's karaoke night, okay? Karaoke night on Tuesday. There's a lot of karaoke in Southwest Louisiana. The best is right here at Jack Daniels. Tuesday night, Wednesday night, DJ. Live music, dance,
Yes.
hip-hop, all that good stuff on
Come out.
Wednesday. And great food always here at Jack Daniels.
Always.
All right. We're going to get back to the Patriots and the
Okay.
Super Bowl matchup a little bit later on. We've got 2 weeks to talk about this game. Richard Sherman, sprained elbow, MRI today. How do you not target him?
How do you not? I thought they would go right at him.
He's playing with one
I
arm.
thought they
How
would
did
go
the
right at him.
Packers not see
I don't know.
it?
I mean, run a go route. I mean, see if he can run. I do not know, Rick. I do
Unbelievable.
not know, Rick.
All right, let's get on the LSU Tigers.
That is crazy, Rick.
You're
That
the
is.
expert, both you guys. Am I right or wrong? 1 year was 11, juniors leaving, 1 year was 18. I don't
Depends
know
on how
what
you
it
do
was.
the math.
How you do the
11
math.
would clamp Tyrann Matthew, who
Yeah.
couldn't come back anyway.
Yeah.
But if
Right.
you counted Matthew, that'd be 11.
That's a lot to lose. We've talked
That's
about
a
it
lot.
ad nauseum.
Last year's either 7 or 6. Alfred Blue had been granted, he was technically a senior,
Right.
but he had been granted another year.
Another year.
By the
So in 2
NCAA,
years they
but
lost
didn't
how many
take.
defections? Junior?
18.
18.
That's
2
a lot.
years.
That's a lot.
18.
That's a
That
lot.
was
Obviously,
more than,
all great players.
Like the year they
That's a lot.
lost 11 was more than
That's
the Big
unbelievable.
Ten
That was 1 year.
lost.
That's unbelievable.
It was more than the Big 12 lost.
In 1 year.
How long ago
So that's
was that?
that's
2 years ago.
11.
Yeah, Rick.
Yeah.
Yeah, the defense, most on the defensive side.
All right.
Look,
This time around, only 3. It's gotta warm your heart.
yeah,
Gotta
well, I
warm
mean,
your
we
heart.
knew that was coming, really.
Well,
but,
the level of talent
yeah,
maybe isn't.
But
Well, and
The thing
some
is-
of the, I mean, next year's going to be
Yeah.
better. Well, let's watch and see what happens next year.
yeah,
Because, I mean, they had a lot of sophomores on
this
this team.
this is kind of what you have to do. It gets to a point to where I don't know if school look at it this way or not. But when you get guys in as freshmen, Rick, there comes to a point where you almost have to play those guys freshman and sophomore year because you don't know what comes next after that.
Miles said that.
You have to. You have to.
Miles said that.
All but play freshmen and sophomores because you can't keep guys for 3 years. That's done. If you're good,
4 years.
That's done. That's not even a belief that you can even think of in college football today. Can you believe that?
Well, LSU football today.
Right,
There are some
Rick,
special
right,
cases.
right,
LSU.
right. But still, if you don't win it within those 2 years, you got to start all over again.
Hobbs, your
gotta start
coverage in
over
the
again.
American press talking about Les Miles being proactive, going to the couches, going to the homes. Smart.
Have to.
Oh, sure.
Got to do it.
And
got to check the ego.
That's no doubt
Check
about
the ego. Resell the program.
And I say that, in my mind, they didn't have any juniors this year.
Yeah.
You know that it was a no-brainer decision.
Right.
Like he did the same thing last year.
Did he?
But I doubted he wasted much time telling Odell Beckham
Exactly.
and Jarvis Landry that
And
they
Hill.
needed to hang around, or
Yeah.
Jeremy Hill. Although
Yeah.
Hill almost stayed, if you remember.
Can you believe that if they would have stayed?
Well, the plethora of running backs. That was not their problem, by the way.
Man.
And I'm going back, you know, Saban used to say, and I think Miles did say, Saban's deal used to be, if you're a first rounder, you got to go.
Yeah.
And I think that, but
and it
that
makes sense.
gradually
It makes sense.
kind of expanded to the third and fourth round and what have you. And that, to me, LSU over those 11 and 8, like that, when they had 11, 3 of them went in the first round.
Yeah.
It wasn't losing. You know you're going to lose those, and
Right.
you should. I mean, they're stupid if they risk injury.
Right.
Yeah.
But it was losing those 4th, 5th, and 6th
Right.
round, or in some cases didn't even get drafted.
Right.
But you know, if you look at it, it's hard to say they made a mistake. Like last year, there were.
No, you're right. Those.
I want to point out that I don't
look
know
at
his
the
first
three.
name. Simon,
Daryl Simon,
who's
yeah.
now with Seattle,
Yeah.
playing
Yeah.
a pretty critical
Yeah.
role off the bench.
Yeah.
Now,
And he was
what they
nothing
would
at
tell
LSU.
you-
No.
Well, he started.
Did he?
But
Yeah, he did. He did. Yeah.
But what they would tell you was, if he had stayed, because he's very athletic. If he had stayed another year, maybe he's a 2nd round draft pick.
Oh,
Yeah.
So he did start, but he was not. He was not a full-fledged, really surefire NFL draft.
That's
he had a lot of work
No,
to do.
it was a little
Kinda
bit of surprise.
Okay.
He left.
All right, that was the storyline today.
But you know, and they had Exhibit A this year, Lael Collins, who everybody thought was going last year.
Yeah.
And was kind of projected to be maybe late 2nd, early 3rd round. But, you know, I don't know how you tell a kid not to go in that
Right.
situation.
Right.
But he stuck around, and now most people's impression he's going to be a 1st round.
Yeah.
And that does matter.
Yeah.
With that
Yeah.
first contract.
Little difference in the
No, it does.
too.
I
Little
don't know,
difference in
but
the
I would stop short of calling this a trend, I guess. It's a start. That's what I wrote
Okay.
the other day.
All right.
But I mean, let's be honest. LSU didn't have as many to make the decision this year either. From my mind, if Miles was trying, if you're gonna, he batted 500. I mean, they trotted 6 of them out there that could stay in for the press conference, but only 3 of them that. I mean, 3 left.
Right.
And 3 others who could have conceivably gone decided to stay. Where it really helped LSU was 2 of the 3 were part of that big, really good offensive line.
Yeah.
Now they will only lose Lael Collins, who was a senior.
Yeah.
But I mean, that should be the strength they start building around next year.
Oh yeah, definitely. Now, again, from now until whenever they kick off
Yeah.
again, it's all going to be quarterback. Now you know, college boy, they really can't make any contact with somebody who's officially out of school. Braxton Miller, the name is, and Golston from Notre Dame.
Yeah.
I'm going to continue to ask you this. You know, maybe they can't, maybe
It's
they
gotta
can,
be on their
maybe
radar,
they can
though.
put
I mean,
out a
it's
little
gotta be on
secret
their
letter
radar,
or
man.
something. But it has to be on their radar, Kevin.
It's got to be. I mean,
got to
why
chase
wouldn't
somebody.
it be?
I think it has. In fact, what you know what makes me think it is? Because Les Miles said it wasn't.
So
There
you
you
know
go.
that there
There
it
you
is.
go.
If when they asked, he said that he doubted they would even get a junior college transfer quarterback, which means what you saw last year, what
Well,
you gonna see again next year.
He can't be playing that
And,
game. He can't be playing that game.
I think Les would jeopardize his reputation by not making a move or not doing something different.
Right.
If it's not Jennings, if it's not Jennings, well, it's got to be Harris. You can't give me status quo as to what you showed me in the bowl game, which we thought, and I asked, would we see a difference? Boy, we didn't we?
Yeah. Hang on to that thought. Rub against the clock. When we come back, more LSU Tigers. The Raging Cajun is back in his home state.
Oh, yeah.
Ed Orgeron. We want to talk about that. Kevin Steele,
Yeah.
he's on the staff. Some changes in the coaching staff. We'll do
Yeah.
that. Cordell Jones. Well, how'd you like to see him in purple and gold for just 1 year?
Oh,
he's
come
staying
on
at
now,
Ohio
man.
State.
Can
We got
you
a lot
believe
more
that?
to cover.
Yeah, but he
He's
would
staying.
have to sit out.
I know that, but still, I'm just
God.
hypothetical.
No, they
Playing
gotta
around in
be
the brain,
happy.
Playing
Jeez.
around in my brain there. All right,
Gotta be
2.5
happy.
minute break. Brady and Wilson, Super Bowl 49. It's going to be a great one. We're coming back. Stay right here.
Jack Daniel's Bar and Grill at LeBear's Casino Resort, home of Sound Off 60, and Tarver Ford in Sulphur. Give us a chance to earn your business. Round 5 with the boys coming up.
Hi, we're the Tarvers for Lake Charles Toyota. We just finished a fantastic year in 2014, and we're so excited about everything that's going on around us, but we're not going to take your business for granted. We're going to start out 2015 with a bang.
Falling gas prices and a booming economy in our area are making your dollar go further than ever before. And with special offers like a $199 a month Camry lease or 0% financing on 11 models, a new Toyota could be part of your future and much more affordably than you might think.
So come see us today at Lake Charles Toyota, Highway 14, south of I-210, where we know you by your name.
Get your free American Press app today. It's all at your fingertips. News, sports, advertising, entertainment, and video delivered through your Apple or Android mobile device. Capture the informative power of the American Press, Southwest Louisiana's premier source for news and advertising. Get your American Press app today. Download it for free through your iTunes or App Store. You'll love the look and feel of our newest digital offering. The app flawlessly delivers the local news most important to you in a new, striking layout. Get your American Press app today.
We know it takes 21 days to brew a beer with the perfect balance of lightness and taste, because that's how long it takes to brew our beer. It's Miller time.
Welcome back to Jack Daniels here at LeBear's
That is
Casino.
Duke.
We've covered a lot of ground with the Super Bowl 49 matchup. Talked a lot about the LSU Tigers and the
Should have been
juniors-
Green Bay.
The juniors going.
Should have been Green Bay.
I'm sorry, Kevin. I'm sorry. I told you it was going to be Seahawks and Patriots, and Sarah
God.
was always right
You know,
with his NFL predictions. Always right.
Not that it matters, but how many playoff games are there?
Are there?
Back through the wild card round?
3 rounds. You know.
Yeah, but how many? I forget.
Oh gosh, I don't know.
And I didn't have a dog in the hunt, obviously, and I don't really.
I was pulling for Green Bay.
Just because of what I do, you don't really get emotionally involved in games.
Mm-hmm.
But as the game goes on, you kind of, okay, I want this team.
Right.
Yeah.
The only, I think I was one for whatever.
Okay.
And that the Packers had to cheat the Cowboys to win that one.
Pretty much.
So I didn't have a good, I had not having a good playoff.
Karma's a bitch, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Believe me.
But
Well,
that
the
is really bad karma.
Dallas.
I mean, just
golly.
the
Dallas.
plethora of plays that had to go wrong for Green Bay to lose that game.
Can you believe that?
One of them.
But to
happened.
finish my
Every
thought,
one
Can you
of them.
believe that?
It's
well,
not
I
about
did
balls,
finish that
are we? It's
thought.
not about balls, are we? Come on.
No, I was
Okay,
talking about Miles.
Okay. All right. Ed Orgeron is coming back
Movie star
to the
Ed.
state of
Baby.
Louisiana.
Movie star Ed. Yeah.
Defensive line coach, great recruiter.
DL.
Defensive line coach, and then Kevin Steele. I don't know a lot about Kevin.
I don't know a
Steele.
lot about Kevin Steele
I don't
either.
know a whole lot about him.
Two great hires. Would you classify it under the great hire role?
Yeah, well, that's like, I mean, slam dunk. You know, it's the kind of hire that really gets fans this time of year
You talk
excited.
about Orgeron now.
Because
Yeah.
they're both.
He's a hell of a
all these-
recruiter.
LSU now has 3 assistant coaches who have won National Recruiter of the Year
Yeah.
sometime in the past.
How do you win that?
And
How do you win that? Yeah. How do you win that? I guess
well,
the players you get.
One of the recruiting
Yeah,
I guess
sites
the players you get. Okay.
hands it out every year.
All right.
I don't know. I mean, and that's fine. I'm not downplaying it, but my question is,
That's the lifeblood of a program.
when has recruiting been the problem?
Yeah.
Unless one of them pulls a quarterback out their butt
Yeah.
in the next.
I'd say I don't know enough about
I don't
quarterbacking,
know.
but send Ed Orgeron somewhere
Send
in the
him
country
somewhere.
and find a
Yeah.
guy.
Send him
Find
somewhere.
one
to
ready
find
made
one.
for college.
You
That's
ain't
not
kidding.
easy.
You're
That's
not
the way it
play.
usually works.
I don't.
But
I've never
him.
met Ed Orgeron.
No, I've met him before. He's a great guy.
And I went back when he and it was spot on at the time. I went back and reread a column I wrote when he was at Ole Miss, and it, as I tend to do, it made fun of him and all. but I think he might be good for LSU in that. My whole point of the column 5, 6, whatever years ago it was that every staff has a guy like that.
Yeah.
They're just not the head coach.
Exactly.
Right.
You know,
Exactly.
the guy wants to rip off his shirt and run into.
Yeah.
He turned USC around, though. They were going down the toilet, and they
For that
won
time,
like
for the
6,
interim,
7
that
games.
was.
Yeah, for the interim, he
but he
did
didn't
good.
really even get considered for that.
I know that
He did.
because it's Hollywood, it's Los Angeles.
But Rick,
Yeah,
this
but
is
I think he might be good. He might breathe a little. I don't think there was anything wrong with Brick Haley. And everybody's wondering, why did Brick Haley, get run off? I don't think he did. I think Brick Haley was hanging around to see if he got the defensive coordinator's job, which apparently he had a shot. I don't know how seriously. And once he, my guess is he's going to end up with John Chavis at A&M.
Okay.
yeah.
But I mean, there was nothing wrong with Brick Haley. I thought he did an excellent job. If any position last year improved from the start of the year to the end, it was defensive line.
Your thoughts on Orgeron? Your thought on the hires?
Great guy. Great guy. I think he's going to be a coach that's going to make his players react to what he wants them to react to because, granted, guys, Miles is not going to change. It's status quo.
Right.
It's not going to be the throwing of the headsets. It's not going to be the throwing of the clipboard. It's not happening.
Right.
You go out and find a coach that will do that.
Okay.
And I think that in turn is going to help your program. Because I'm telling you, you got to have players react. People want to look at Nick Saban, but guys, Nick Saban will get his players to react to what he wants them to because of what he's doing to them. He's in your face.
Let's step back. Recruiting hasn't been a problem. I don't think that's a problem. I don't know,
I don't think recruiting is either.
No, and I don't think this is a problem. I mean, LSU may play good or bad, but under Miles, they play hard.
Yeah.
Granted, Scooter,
you ain't got to worry that they don't show up.
But the thing is, Scooter, there are times when LSU can win games just by getting those guys in the right frame of mind.
Yeah, okay.
Just in the right frame of mind.
Okay.
And you look at Myers, won a national championship. The man threw his headsets across the field.
Okay.
You got to do certain things to get your players to react.
Yeah, I know that, but you got to coach within yourself. They got to be part of your personality.
You
got to be part of your makeup and part of your DNA.
But
if Miles is not a hat thrower and a headset thrower,
get somebody who is. That's my thing.
Okay, I'm all right with that. I'm all
so
right.
I think we might have that in here.
We might have that in here. It's funny, and part of it is the way they operate now. Because I really and truly, I don't know the LSU assistant coaches like I did 15 years ago when the media got to know these guys.
Yeah.
Right now it's the one voice, one program, and I know Miles well.
Yeah.
But the media just doesn't. You get 1 or 2 chances a year to talk to them.
Yeah.
So I don't know that they didn't really have anybody like that on the team, but it can't hurt.
I don't think you can.
I
think you need a coach like that that's going to be able to get something out your players. Normally, you just talking to them in a calm manner.
Okay.
Doesn't do it.
You happy?
I'm happy.
Are you happy? LSU can't go forward unless Kevin Guidry's happy.
No, I'm happy.
You happy?
I'm happy.
You got your yellow and purple.
I bleed purple and gold, man.
He's happy.
We
can move forward now. We're up against the clock. Stump the Wise Guys coming up next, and a few other trinkets that we want to talk about. NFL. Super Bowl 49, right? It's coming up. Super Bowl 49. Right? No,
Green Bay?
Sorry. Seattle and New England. Back in about 2. Stay ready.
Sound Off 60 is presented by Tarver Ford Sulphur. Give us a chance to earn your business. And by Jack Daniel's Bar and Grill at LaBerge Casino Resort.
Hi, we're the Tarvers for Lake Charles Toyota. We just finished a fantastic year in 2014, and we're so excited about everything that's going on around us, but we're not going to take your business for granted. We're going to start out 2015 with a bang.
Falling gas prices and a booming economy in our area are making your dollar go further than ever before. And with special offers like a $199 a month Camry lease or 0% financing on 11 models, a new Toyota could be part of your future and much more affordably than you might think.
So come see us today at Lake Charles Toyota, Highway 14, south of I-210, where we know you by your name.
Dr. Casio was my choice.
Dr. Cassio is my choice.
Dr. Cassio is my choice.
Dr. Brett Cassio is fellowship trained and board certified in both orthopedics and sports medicine. He has the tools, techniques, and experience to get athletes back on the field of play. Call 337-494-4900.
Dr. Brent Cassio is the official sports medicine physician of Sound Off 60.
What is it about Luxair cooling products that deliver the comfort you've been wishing for? Is it their energy-saving performance? Those super cozy moments with loved ones? Or perhaps it's that great feeling you get in helping those wishing for a little comfort of their own. For over a decade, we've been helping deliver hope, strength, and joy to Make-A-Wish children and families at a time when they need it most. Find out how Luxair home comfort products will make you feel really good this season. Luxair, the comfort you've been wishing for.
All right, welcome back to Jack Daniels at LaBerge Casino. We've had a lot of fun, and the fun just rolls on.
Yes, it does.
Settle down, Guidry.
It's a good week.
You're happy, aren't you, Guidry?
It's a good week, man.
It's good hires at LA.
Yeah.
Guidry's happy.
Good week. Good week.
Got to keep
Tigers.
Guidry happy. All right,
Go
let's jump
Tigers.
to Wise Guys. It's the lovely Crystal and the equally lovely Jade is with us.
Yes.
We are ready, ladies. We're pumped.
First
Our
one.
blood
Who's
is
up?
flowing. Here we go.
All right.
You got first?
Here we go.
What starting quarterback from the weekend's conference championship games did not wear the number 12?
Aaron Rodgers.
Russell Wilson.
Wilson, yeah.
Wilson.
Number three.
Three, yeah.
I got Green Bay on my mind, man. I just got Green Bay on my mind.
You call him the greatest quarterback ever.
I know.
And you don't know his number?
I heard 12. I heard 12.
Who was it, the player?
I heard 12, and I'm saying Aaron Rodgers.
Every time he stumped, it was a NASCAR driver or something. He blurred out. Remember that?
Yeah.
You got Aaron Rodgers on the mind
I do,
tonight.
Scooter. That's my boy, man. I'm sorry.
Every week.
Aaron Rodgers is the best quarterback in the NFL.
You
bar
befuddle
none.
me.
I've said it.
Me. All right.
All right.
Back to Crystal or Jade?
Jade.
All right, go ahead.
New England head coach Bill
Belichick
passed what legendary coach to become the NFL's all-time leader in playoff victories?
Bill Parcells.
No.
Okay.
They made a point of it yesterday during the game. We should know this.
What legendary coach? Okay, there's only one other coach. Can it be?
Okay. It's either Landry from Dallas or
I was going to say Tom Landry.
Where do you want to go? Landry.
No.
Cowboys been to a lot of Super Bowls.
Steelers.
Who's that, Scooter?
But Chuck Noll.
But
Chuck Noll only, he won 4.
I'm going to go with Tom.
It, though, you see?
I'm going to go with Tom Landry.
I'm going with Tom Landry.
Tom Landry it is.
Correct.
Rock on,
Tom
Guidry.
Landry. All right, hey. Didn't say Aaron Rodgers that time.
Wow. Back to Crystal, I think.
All right.
Alrighty, it is. The Patriots are headed to their 8th Super Bowl appearance, which ties them with what two teams for the most Super Bowl games?
Steelers and Dallas.
That would be the Cowboys.
Steelers and Dallas.
And I think it's Steelers. Yeah,
I'll say Steelers and Dallas. We got that. We got it?
You gonna ring it?
I'm going to ring it.
Ring it.
All right.
That's our final answer. Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
That is correct.
You forget now,
All right, dude.
which
Yeah.
I'm sure you don't.
That was good.
Steelers have won like 3
Yeah, they
since,
since Noel.
maybe
Yeah.
4. Okay.
Okay. Big bonus question.
Here we go.
Seattle quarterback Russell Wilson owns an amazing stat compared to the NFL's other current Super Bowl MVP players in Peyton Manning, Eli Manning, Drew Brees, Aaron Rodgers, and Tom Brady. What is it?
Rushing.
He is undefeated against all of them.
Is he really?
I was going to say rushing.
In head-to-head
He's
match.
beaten all of them.
Undefeated.
Not only that, he's undefeated against all of them. He's
All
never
those
lost to
MVP
one of them. Yeah.
He's
He
never
beat
lost one of
Brees
them.
twice. He did do that. Is that
Scooter's
the
right.
answer?
All right.
Yeah.
Scooter.
He
There you
has
go, Howard.
never lost to one of them.
On the road.
I don't know how many games
Do you have another one?
No.
Yes, 9 or 10
Do you want to make
and
up
0.
one?
No.
Yeah, I think it's 9.
We're trying to do a
That's
show
all
here,
I
Guidry.
I actually was
What?
that the last one. That's
That
what
was the big bonus
You
question,
were hoping
Guidry.
for more, I
Ladies, we appreciate it.
Great
Crystal
job,
and
ladies.
Jay
All right. Yeah.
did not stump the wise
No, we
guys.
did good. We did good.
know. We were
We did good.
10 and
taking the
0.
jabs
Does
tonight.
that put him in the elite
Yeah.
status? I mean, you've beaten. Now,
Beat
granted,
them all.
It's
Scooter's
not.
right, though.
It's Wilson
When you
running
think
an
about it,
offense.
though.
Year, he's been
maybe fourth.
No, I think it's
he's
third.
an unbelievable player.
When you think
the
about
emotion that he was exuding after the game, that was heartfelt. I mean, that's a war.
Well,
You know that, Kevin. That's a war.
He was.
They were
those
buried.
Other 11 guys on defense.
I know.
Thank you.
I know that. But
because I didn't do it.
He is their team leader. He's a team leader. Sherman's
He's a good
leader.
guy.
They got a lot of leaders.
He's a good guy.
And the raw emotion, the crying,
He's a good guy.
It
He really
was
is, man.
it was
You have to
very,
love
very
him, though. He
heartfelt. We got 2 weeks to talk about this matchup.
Yeah.
Hobbs, it's a great matchup.
Maybe we'll get Scooter
It's so much
excited
about
within
this.
those 2 weeks.
It's so much about this
You're
sub-story.
assuming
I think we'll get him excited
New
within these 2
England
weeks.
is going to be in it. That they're not going to kick them out for the deflated
The ball gate, huh?
Oh,
ball
my
gate.
goodness, Scooter.
Your old teammate, Gary Kubiak, close to becoming the head coach. You overlap with Kubiak,
him
all
and John,
your years?
Yeah,
all
him
your
and John.
years.
Him and John are like that, man. That was a no-brainer, honestly. I mean, he backed up John for those 8 years there.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that was a no-brainer.
Close to becoming the new head coach of the Denver
No,
Broncos.
that's done.
Yeah, that is done.
And the
That
Falcons
is
are
done.
close to announcing that Seattle defensive coordinator Dan Quinn will be headed to the Atlanta Falcons and bringing whatever magic he's going to bring to the NFC South. So that'll be kind of interesting. All right, guys. We don't have a whole lot of time to talk about this. The McNeese Cowboy basketball team. They are 0-4 when Southland Conference starts. They host Abilene Christian tomorrow at Burton Coliseum. They got 3 senior starters.
Tough time right now for the Cowboys.
If they don't win this one at home, this could be a downward spiral. I know it's, they say it's early. They would be 0-5, and they got still a lot of games to play.
Not that many.
Not that. That's my point. They're 6-9 with 3 senior local guys who are starters.
Local, really good guys.
Not a whole lot off the bench though, but that starting 5 is look, they can't match up with everybody in the conference.
No.
Why? Because they're 0-4.
Yeah.
They haven't won. This is a critical game at home.
No, I agree.
Dave Simmons has to figure out the right button to push with these guys. It's either, field goal shooting is just so up and down, and free throws are just spiraling down the toilet. There's that phrase again. This is a critical game for them Tuesday. And I'm not throwing the baby out with the bathwater if they lose, so to speak. But doggone it, they got to get it in gear. No. The Cowgirls at least are winning. They're 3-2. At least they're winning some. They won a road game, and they're winning a little bit at home.
Much more of a rebuilding year for them.
Exactly. Exactly. And they got to kick it in gear.
Our good friend Brooke Donald, now the all-time winning.
All-time. Yeah. Great. Passed up. She's the all-time winningest coach in Cowgirl history, which is great. All right, guys. Great show. A game for Guidry. He's happy.
I'm
Hobbs
happy.
is worried about Belichick's balls.
We'll get him happy.
We'll worry about that next time around. Have a great
I'm not letting it go.
You're not letting his balls go.
I'm hanging
We're
on
back
to
in
his
another
ball.
week.
Sound Off 60 is presented by Tarver Ford in Sulphur. Give us a chance to earn your business. And by Jack Daniel's Bar and Grill at LaBerge Casino Resort. Sound Off 60 airs on Suddenlink Cable Channel 60 Monday through Sunday nights, 9 p.m. and again Saturday and Sunday mornings at 10 a.m. Sound Off 60 also airs throughout the week on Communicom Cable Channel 6 at 9 p.m. across Southwest Louisiana. Check your local listings. Post your questions and comments for the boys and access our website links at soundoff60.com.